Hi, Carl.
How are you, Rocky? Can I speak to you for a few minutes?
I am fine. Okay, so what's up?
I have been thinking about this course, and I must say that before I started it I did not have a clear understanding about special education and the many technicalities of special education laws. Now this has changed.
How has your perspective changed about special education, Carl?
Initially I thought special education teachers were lazy and did nothing for students with special needs. Thanks to you and Lindsay I have seen the light.
Great. So how has this course clarified those misconceptions that you had?
Great question. Taught that EATs were just documents that were written by general education teachers. I also believed that EAT meetings were only done with only the general education teacher and the child's parent. But the readings and PowerPoints that you showed us in class allowed me to understand that it's much more technical than that.
Tell me more.
I now know that an individual educational plan must consist of the following: the description of child, present level of functioning, goals and objectives, related services to be provided, special education placement, time and duration of services, and the evaluation of the individual educational plan. I also realized that before an individual education plan meeting can take place there must be a team which includes the special education teacher, school psychologist, general education teacher, parent, student and school counselor must be present. Individual educational plan meetings are no joke and these are legally binding documents.
Special education is no joke. There are several laws that govern the daily lives of special education students that we must adhere to.
I also learned about neurodiversity.
Interesting. This is the area of study that I am doing my dissertation. So tell me how neurodiversity allowed you to have a better understanding of special education.
The term neurodiversity deals with a difference in the developmental function of a person's brain. It takes into account a person's age, gender and environment factors. These factors, along with other, determine how people learn in different ways.
I am enjoying this conversation, Carl. I wish Lindsay was a part of this conversation.
Me too.
I agree with the theory of neurodiversity, seeing that humans develop in different rates. For example, girls' brain is more likely to develop quicker than boys'. It also takes into account gender and age differences. Additionally, not everyone has the same experiences and environmental conditions. Students from lower socioeconomic background may develop slower than those who are from the higher socioeconomic status because of the condition that they live in. The situation can go the either way, where some of those students from lower socioeconomic background may develop quickly because they may need to take care of themselves and think critically even their situation.
Therefore, understanding the diversity of human brains enable me to see the challenges that most of the kids that I teach may have and the strategies that I need to use to meet the diverse needs of my students. Rocky, I know you are a very busy person, so let me quickly finish up with what I know about learning and intellectual disability. The federal definition of learning disability states a disorder in one or more of the basic psychological processes involved in understanding or in using language, spoken or written, which disorder may manifest itself in an imperfect ability to listen, think, speak, read, write, spell, or do mathematical calculations. Hallahan, Kaufman, and Pullen, 1997.
On the other hand, NJCLD defines learning as a heterogeneous group of disorders manifested by significant difficulties in the acquisition and use of listening, speaking, reading, writing, reasoning, or mathematical abilities. Hallahan, Kaufman, Pullen, 1997.
With these definitions in mind, I now have a more comprehensive understanding of learning and intellectual disabilities. This was something that I did not have a clue about.
I am very happy that you stopped me to tell me how your views on special education has changed. Lindsay will be happy to know how we have assisted you to understanding the daily life of a special education teacher.
Thank you for all that you have done to give me to clear those clouds that I had about special education. Overall, I am sure with all this wealth of knowledge that I have learned in this course, I will be an effective special education teacher. I will be using all those great teaching learning strategies to make my class a lot better for my students. Thanks a lot. lot and have a great day.
You are welcome, and I was nice speaking to you, Carl.